Rocking. Yeah. All right, let me get this off in the background. There we go. We good. What's up, chat? It's been a second, man. Good morning, y'all. What's up, chat? It's been like a week or so. How y'all feeling? Everybody chilling? I see everybody coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. I'm feeling real good. I'm in a good mood. I'm in that holiday spirit right now. It's feeling real productive as far as how this week has been so far. Man, aren't you supposed to be working or I don't know. I don't even know what your schedule is right now. This is my brother right here in the chat. We never called him Bayon growing up though. None of us. Probably made fun of him for that name at one point when we was kids. This is absolutely my brother in chat. Reen, what up, boy? How you feeling, my brother? How you feeling? I'll see you in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll see you in like 2 weeks. Something like that. What's up, y'all? Yes, I believe. QT 36, I appreciate you, love. I think I saw some members and some mods and everything in the building. I see members. Salute, AK. Queen T in the building holding us down. Good morning, love. Is Diddy involved in the Chrome card? If he is, I'll break the news for you coming up in a few, all right? Oh my goodness. What's good, G? How are you? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that is hilarious. RBE to the world. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. We here, man. We chilling out. We chilling out. We got a bunch of topics to go over today. I see everybody still coming into the chat. I do want to talk about some battle rap. I'm going to talk about a couple topics as well. Like I said, man, if y'all don't see me, but once a week or a week and a half or whatever, don't think anything's wild or nothing like that. I just don't make it to the stream as much as I'd like to. But I'm here to rock with y'all. We always going to be on this channel to catch up when it's time. So I got some RBE updates that I'm going to talk about. I did something dope this past Saturday. I went to an event called ASWM. What it is, it's like this big ass event. Man, the size of this building, it felt like a mall, man, like huge. And what it is everybody's in there and they got their own private booths, and it's all these independent clothing sellers. You know what I'm saying? So got people in there with their merch, with their gear, with their hats, with their shirts, with their hoodies, with their jackets, with their sneakers. It was so dope, man. I never heard of it before. Homegirl of mine put me on to it. She was like, yo, you shop so much and you so much into clothes and whatnot. And I know y'all don't really see that on me here because I'll be in my walk around shit all the time. Like, this is like house clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go off topic and say some funny shit about house clothes. Peep this right here. Let me show y'all what I'm wearing on my feet. This is mad random right here, y'all. Fuck it. Since we're on the topic. All right. What did these go for? See the bottom. So I think the real ones of these, right? The Nike, what is the mags? I forget what they call the Back to the Future joints, right? The real ones probably cost you like $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 or some shit. I got the slippers, the knit slippers. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm walking around the crib in right now. All right. They dope, ain't they? All right. They got the strap with the Velcro on the side. Don't try to get these. Don't try to get these. All right. Don't try to get these shits. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember what these cost. I think they was less than $100. Rest in peace and shout out to the homie Pat Stay. When he battled Danny Myers, he had a pair on, and I'm not blowing him up or nothing like that. He said it in a battle. He said it on stage. He was like, these ain't the real ones, but they dope. So his probably cost more than mine, to be honest. But nah, them shits, the real ones online, I think cost tens of thousands of dollars. But that's how I'm walking around the crib right now. All right. So as much as I'm into clothes, as much as I shop damn near weekly. I give away a lot of clothes too. I swap a lot of stuff out of my closet very, very often. I give it away. I either donate it to spots or I'll give it away. If I see somebody in a city, somebody homeless, whatever, I keep keeping garbage bags of clothes in my trunk. Sometimes I give it away, like all that type of stuff. But this because my homegirl knows that I shop so much, she put me onto this event and she was just like, nah, it's gonna be dope because there's so much exclusive gear in there. And what I like about it is it's like you can go to like let's say Neiman's or you could go to Saks or you could, go to these high-end stores or whatever. You go to random stores in the mall, Zara. Zara is one of my favorite stores, right? You go to all these places, but you might see it out in the street, and that's cool. Like I'm not insecure like that. Like, oh man, me and him got the same jeans, whatever. It's how you put your shit together. But when you go to an event or you're buying stuff from these independent sellers that's not in malls and not in strip mall and all that type of stuff, you tend to come up on shit that you're not gonna see nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the shit, well, everything that I saw for the first time there. And I must have spent about 3 or 4 hours in there. It's that big. All these private booths or whatever. And when I got there, I'm talking about line for eons. When I first got there, the line was just crazy. And the only tickets that was available for pre-purchase was just general admission. So I get there. I asked the security guards I see outside and shit in the parking lot. I'm just like, yo, ain't no VIP. Like this is crazy. Like I'm not into lines. Don't call me bougie or nothing like that. Like if I go out to a club or something, like I don't do lines. You know what I'm saying? If I gotta stand or so, I'm just cool. That's just me personally. Not no bougie shit, not no uppity shit. I just don't fuck with lines. This line is like a Six Flags line times 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe how massive this shit was. I was just like, yo, I never heard of this shit. The line was just, I was inside for about 3, 4 hours, and the line was just as long when I left. I posted a couple pictures on my Instagram too, y'all. Go to ITSARP. I put a couple joints up there. But the line was just as long when I left, like 4 hours long. I can't believe the scale and how massive this shit was. That's why you could easily spend like 3, 4 hours in there the way that I did. And I am going to show y'all a couple pieces that I picked up. And I do want to shout some of these independent clothing makers out. They showed love or they was cool. I just respected their grind. So let me jump to that real quick. And then I'm gonna keep rolling through these topics. I'm hanging out. I know it feels like a Friday for a lot of y'all, being that Thanksgiving's tomorrow and a lot of y'all are off of work. So I know it feels like a Friday. So we're gonna chill. Like I said, I don't be here every 3, 4 days or whatever. So I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna rock out. But this is the first piece. This one, and that's another thing too about these type of events. When I go to them, I like to talk to the people. I like to talk to because there's a lot of young men and young women coming up trying to find their way, trying to get into entrepreneurialism. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get into, being business owners. And I have so much appreciation and respect for that. So I like to talk to them, understand like, the philosophies behind their brand, their logos and stuff like that. So this is the first one right here. All right. Let me know if y'all can see that. There y'all go. All right. See that? It's dope. Dope picture. What the bottom says right there is exclusive shit only. And then the back got a P on it. The name of the brand is POK, Pieces of Knowledge. So when in the fashion world, like a jacket, a pair of pants, a shirt, it could be called a piece. Like, oh, that's a nice piece. You know what I'm saying? Dude's name is Knowledge, Pieces of Knowledge. So it's a play on words with the word piece. I think that's dope. And I could do this real quick for y'all too. This undershirt, the long sleeve undershirt, is stitched into it and it's reversible. Let me show y'all how dope this is. And I feel like he's selling this particular piece on his website. I think it's less than 100. I think it is. So on the other side, when you reverse it, exclusive shit only. And then on the back, once again, the big P, Pieces of Knowledge. I thought it was dope. So I love that piece right there. I'll get into like two more and then I'll jump out. I bought so much shit though, but I'm just gonna show y'all a couple. This brand right here, MLC. Oh yeah, this is the I love this one too. Misery Loves Company. When I saw this on the mannequin, I said, yo, I need that set. I need that set. Bright, standout red. Y'all see that? Misery Loves Company. I love that. On the back, he's got like a little graphic, little cartoon joint and everything. And it also comes, don't sleep, with the matching sweats, with the matching bottom. Same thing. Misery Loves Company on the sweats and all that, on the legs. See that right there? Misery. Dope. That's for them fucking haters, man. You gotta throw that on bright red. That's for them haters. That's for them fucking ARP. That's your man. Them fuck niggas. It's for them. You know what I'm saying? It's for the clowns. It's for the haters. Misery Loves Company, man. Don't ever, 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 ever miscalculate that. Misconstrue the fact of how rampant that is in the world. People, and even if it doesn't come across as misery, sometimes I feel like it could even be human nature. You know, it's not just the birds of a feather flock together concept, but people like to stay close or want things, people to be close to them that they can relate to. You grew up with somebody, one person becomes a billionaire, the other person becomes broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where these dynamics change in some of these friendships. Sometimes we hear it all the fucking time. And I don't want to only use money as an example. Sometimes it could also just be about your mentality. People want your even the mentalities to stay the same. Like, yo, I'm thinking about doing this. Do that. Do that for what? You don't need to do that. Stay right here with me. So when you hear misery, don't just think about something wild or something, I mean dramatic. Sometimes it's just about people wanting entities or people or even companies or even leagues around them to stay at a similar pace, stay at a similar rank, stay at a similar level. You know what I'm saying? And people that act like that, you know, you have to be cautious around them. You have to spot them and got them. Real shit. Just the last one I'll show as far as a piece that I got. I'll put this one on my gram standing next to the owner. LaShawn Alexander. And this bottom is short too. And on the back, it's got some artwork. I think that's kind of dope. His first name is actually Alexander, and his middle name is LaShawn, and he reverses it for his brand. I put this one on my gram. I thought it was dope because when I first got there, that's the first booth that I went to, and his father was there. And when I was purchasing that piece right there, his father said his mother's gonna love this and took a picture of us and said that's his first sale ever. And I was kind of honored by that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that this young man was starting a brand, you know, his own independent journey, you know, to positively start a company and make money. And I was his first sale ever. That shit felt so dope to me. And I told him, matter of fact, when I was with him, I said, yo, do you have a marker? Do you have a felt pen or something like that? He was like, nah, for what? I said, I want you to autograph this. So he was just like, I never thought about that. I said, I am. I said, I am. I said, this is your first sale? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know where your brand is going to go from here. Your brand could go through the fucking roof and end up in all the major line stores and all that. I'm honored to be your first sale. Like, I want you to sign this shit. And I'm so mad that I forgot to get a marker during the event and go back to his booth and get him to sign it later on before I left. So mad at that. So fucking mad that I forgot that shit. I think the last shout out that I'm gonna give though real quick. Shout out to the homie with the Applying Pressure brand. Had a very, very nice booth. Check him out online, look him up. But you know, he showed a lot of love to myself and RBE. He was just, I saw his hat and he was like, yo, that's you. Like, take that. I was just like, oh man, I appreciate that. And I know these are independent people in there, you know, starting their journeys and everything. Or some of them is probably established for all I know. But you know, to give away free merchandise is love. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate you, homie. I'm gonna be wearing this one outside because it's not just about the love that you showed, but this is a dope hat, Applying Pressure. And we built for a hot second. And we said, like, you know, our mottos, our slogans are similar. When you think about it, brick by brick, you know, it's the always elevating, it's always continuing going forward. It's a mentality in life. I can, you know, continue to break that down for y'all, but I'll do that later on if anybody has missed that over the years. Applying pressure could be the same. It doesn't have to mean applying pressure, in my opinion, to somebody else or making it hard or troublesome on somebody else. Applying pressure could just be the constant moving and attacking of whatever your venture is. I think that's, you know what I'm saying? There's some similarities there. So I had to support, I'm gonna support him. Not only, of course, here shouting him out, but I'm gonna go back to your site, see what else you got. And I'm gonna be wearing this around too. So I appreciate you, homie. Shout out to you. But yeah, that was my little past Saturday at this event. I think they do them a little infrequent, like maybe twice a year or something like that. And they're in different cities. I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for those. Um, and I was kind of on some greedy shit, so I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't buy nothing for nobody else while I was there. But don't get it twisted, y'all. I finished probably like 70% of my Christmas shopping already. Already, I'm about 70% down. Um, this is the first year where I've done a majority of my Christmas shopping online between eBay and Amazon and the actual websites to these stores, things that you feel like you could be comfortable with without having to be tried on and stuff like that. It's not about the size or nothing like that. Those type of gifts. I've been so digital, you know what I'm saying, this year. I got 2 trees up. It's my first year having 2 trees up. I wanted to get another tree that was a little bit bigger or taller. Froze, I see you, G's. I'm gonna get to you in a second. I wanted a bigger or a smaller tree, and then when I got it, I mean a thicker tree. And when I got it, I couldn't find myself throwing out the original one, so I set up 2. And I told myself, all right, so the first one is gonna be gifts, well, my blood relatives. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, I'm gonna put their gifts under this tree. Those are the people that, as I go to their cribs or as I see them or as they come and visit, whatever, yo, under that tree, boom, here's a gift that I got for you, boom, 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 that type of shit. So I got 2 trees up in my house. Am I gonna be out there for Black Friday? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not a guy that just runs out there. Oh, it's Black Friday. I'm gonna save some money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If there's some sales out there, then that's what's up. But I'm not big on that. Like I said, I got a majority of my shit done. I gotta get my fellas or my close circle. Um, have an idea of what I'm gonna get for a bunch of my fellas. But Jesus Christ, it's an expensive Christmas. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a very, very expensive Christmas this year. But that's part of it, man. And I enjoy giving. I enjoy the holidays. So to not even be at December and be this much done with my shit, I'll pat myself on the back. All right. The titles. And I'm gonna get into some more topics too. I'm gonna get into some more topics after battle rap. My bad. Before I get into the title, since I'm on battle rap, let me go to RBE real quick. Let me go to RBE shit. Shout out to Lawrence and Winged. There's a 2-day event coming up December 16th and December 17th. Go to rarebreedent.com and get your tickets to be in the building. This concept is kind of dope for y'all to do. It's the bricks versus the intakes. The bricks are established RBE battlers. We know who the bricks are for the most part. You're gonna see your Remedy Locos, your Pains, your Cautions. You're gonna see your Coach Coleones. You're gonna see your J Breeds, your Zays, your 6'8s. I could just keep going and going and going. Your Def the Kids, the established bricks. We know who they are, but the intakes, we're seeing a lot of intake cards that Lawrence and Winged are doing, and a lot of battles on each one of those events. And the intakes, some of those guys are multiple battles in, and some of those guys will be moving to bricks. I think somebody that I'm really paying attention to a lot lately, for example, I know if you only say one person, it's like, oh, you left this person out, you left that person out. I'm only gonna say, like, for this fly, for example, Uncle Nini. Uncle Nini to me is on fire. I like what he's doing. I like what he brings to the stage. I like his style. He's different. I like his promotion. But he's facing Jay Breed, an established brick. So we're gonna see. Got Coach Coleone up in there, going with Marvelous. Shout out to Caution and Ziggy B. That's gonna be a good one. Caution might have a battle dropping that was shot full circle very soon. See, that's the beautiful thing. Let me take this down for a second. That's the beautiful thing about the full circle battles. And some of them have already even happened, and we just haven't put them on the channel for y'all yet. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. But yeah, go to redbreedent.com once again and get your tickets to be in the building. VOD will be available as well. Bricks versus the intake. And day 2, intake and a one-off. I don't even know who that question mark is. I didn't even ask Lawrence or Wing. I guess I'll find out during the event like everybody else. Fuck it. Why not? So shout out to Dollar and the one-off. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is what I mean. 14 battles on day 2 for the intake cards. They be getting a lot of people on these intake events. So 2-day event. I believe if you go to rarebreedent.com, there's a price for day 1. Ain't nothing too crazy, no crazy damage at all for that. Might be something real light. And then there's a cost for day 2, and then there's also a reduced, or you can save on buying both days together. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in the area, once again, day 1, day 2, December 16th, December 17th. Damn, y'all got a lot of battles. All this footage coming to the RBE channel at some point as well. And speaking of battles on the RBE channel, you will be getting this dropping tomorrow. Okay, we released the trailer. People was loving and really digging that the trailer. Rooftop full circle shot. Ruin Your Day is on some other shit right now with our Straight to It series. And then we released it to the members last week. So only the members have been able to see it for the past week. But all of YouTube and all of our subscribers will now get this battle tomorrow. We got y'all for Thanksgiving. Jag versus Arsenal. This was a goodie. It lived up to the hype. Finally, this grudge match was completed. Blood versus Crip in LA. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that was a goodie. And y'all gonna get that. Y'all might even get a trailer for the next Full Circle battle that's gonna drop to the members tomorrow as well. Y'all might get two drops tomorrow. The next Full Circle drop is crazy. Actually, 2 of the people that's in the next Full Circle drop are on Cancel Christmas event. And I think it's going to be a dope drop because they both had a good performance. So it's going to lead that energy right into seeing how those 2 artists show up for the Remy card, which I think is real dope too. And shout out to all the intakes that's been dropping on the channel. 6-8 versus Blade Montana. I think that dropped like yesterday. Sniper versus Raw Image dropped a couple days ago. I fuck with both of these artists so heavy. Sniper is so ridiculous with his pen. Raw Image is crazy. She went off in her battle versus Caution. You got Steve Staples versus Profilini. Profilini is dope, man. Steve Staples had an interesting round towards Profilini on this one. That could be a little controversial. I got to head back over there and take a look at the comments on this one, see what people's saying. And we had a Blue Room drop the other day. You got Sino Savvy versus Zay. This was the battle that started off some early controversy for Max Out 3 because there was a tussle that happened with the security guard and everything like that. I didn't watch this full battle yet. All right. And I'm not trying to clean my hands just in case. I didn't watch this full battle yet. I plan on watching it this weekend or possibly even tomorrow when I got so much time during Thanksgiving and all that. I'm not running around. But I told Avo, edit that shit out. I don't want the tussle in there. We're not here for the extra clicks based on that. I don't think it does justice. It doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help my security. I'm not even gonna say his name because that's the homie. It doesn't help my security guard out. It doesn't help Zay out. It doesn't help Sino Savvy out. Wanted it out. There's no need to have it in there. I know I saw the clip of it on fucking 15 Minutes of Fame. Shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame. The homies over there, of course, Ra. I really wish y'all would have hit us up and asked us about that because we as the platform we're not representing that scuffle or that moment. You know, I really wish y'all would have hit us up and asked us like, yo, can we throw that out? Like, you know, we show so much love to the media. Hip hop is real and 15 Minutes of Fame. Y'all are there. We let y'all be the only people during the battles to keep y'all cameras in the air, record the battles, drop haymakers, drop clips before we could even put the stuff out. You guys sometimes do tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, or even million view videos from these clips that we fuck with y'all with, and y'all support us as well. But stuff like that, you know, it's good that we communicate because we actually didn't want that out, to be honest. But shout out to 15 Minutes of Fame. Uncle Nini versus Ziggy B is out. I was just talking about Uncle Nini, and Ziggy B is doing his thing as well. So yeah, you know, I had to talk my RBE shit. You know what I'm saying? Before I jump into other stuff, since we on the battle rap topics real quick. All right, let's talk about it. Uh Cancel Christmas. The trailer is out. I saw the trailer this morning. Chrome 23 back, drops a bomb, drops a haymaker, drops one of the biggest can we call this intergender? There's only two guys on the card, right? Clips and Big K. But still, the mix there is still, I guess you could still call it that. One of the biggest of the year in that respect. The matchups are stupid. Um, hold on, where? I got the matchups right here in front of me. Okay. So I saw this trailer. First thing I started thinking about as I'm watching the trailer is still on that same shit, which is so dope. The whole aspect of the skit trailers, the acting trailers. I remember the last one, Rosenberg Raw in the store and Shayna Ashley hopping over the gate and all that type of shit. It's dope, man, to bring that back. We don't see that anymore. We don't see the skit and the acting trailers anymore. We don't see anybody really trying to put that effort into being creative and being different. And speaking on the word creative, even I'll call you back. Even the event titles. That's one thing I felt like not all leagues were good at over the years. Some people be pretty lame with their shit. I feel like we've done RBE a pretty good job, if not one of the best, when it comes to creativity for event names and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Starting five, the Team Hami Writer's Black card. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, with tears spelled as in tearing within battle rap. The tears of top tier, middle tier. When we kicked that series off, Lift His Soul, Pearly Gates. You know what I'm saying? The Rare Breeds event. I guess that wasn't that creative because we're named RBE. Max Out. You know what I'm saying? What else? What else was, I think it was some creative ones. I like Straight to It. I like the name of that. You know what I'm saying? We've done a lot over the years, 10 years. And the creativity, league owners, especially a lot of new leagues, because there's probably 100 leagues right now plus in the United States alone. Be creative. Don't just do a card called Rookies and Vets. Don't just do a card called Pull Up, a common terminology in hip hop, like pull up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, try to be creative. And creativity doesn't just have to fit the series of what the series is about. It doesn't just have to give you the flexibility to be able to carry it and continue it forward, but it also needs to fit the timing. So when you talk about Cancel Christmas, or when you talk about a card that's called I Do What I Want, and that type of energy is in the air, it also fits the time. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about Cancel Christmas and you got kind of like an energy and battle rap of everybody's on top of each other. All these different leagues trying to get their shit off. RBE's dropping one-offs and straight to it battles and intake cards and brick cards right now. And some blue room battles still coming out. And URL got homecoming. You know what I'm saying? And Chrome 23 got they joint. And I think there's another card that's happening like the week after, whatever, for the like all ladies or something like that. And it's also in December, a time when people are spending their money on their families and stuff. And you come out with a card that's so strong and so confident to say cancel all that shit. And I'm not saying cancel that league. I'm not saying that. There's definitely going to be a competitive nature in that title. Let's call a spade a spade. Let's not lie to ourselves. But taking that confidence and putting it into a theme, putting it into an event name, and then building a card that stands out in the midst of December. RBE's typically stayed away from Decembers. Like, I'm not trying to do no big event in December. Everybody's spending their money. And here comes Rem out with a fucking card called Cancel Christmas. It's like, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This shit is dope. This shit is dope. Like, I knew about pretty much almost the whole card for a while. I didn't know about how the trailer was going to, kind of perceive the card. I didn't know about the name of the event. And it kind of brings things full circle. I didn't even mean to say that just now. No pun intended. But it brings things together. And the card, when you let's talk a little bit about this card. This top battle here, And I'm assuming that is being touted as the main event because I'm looking at Chrome 23's Twitter and I see, it's at the top of the tweet. I don't see the full flyer out yet. If I did, I would have probably put it up here on the stream. But Jazz versus Big K. All right, let's talk about this shit for a second. When I first heard about this matchup, well, the first conversation I had with Rem, it wasn't about the matchup. It was just about somebody involved, and I thought it was about Big K and Easy, and now I see what the sarcasm you was talking about in your text. I get it. Okay, I'm caught up now. Now I'm in the loop. And on K's side, when I spoke to K, I wasn't really. I don't know. Part of me was just like, y'all know I keep it 1,000 over here, right? When I did my live with Rem before her last event, and she tried to call me out. See, my mom remembers these little shits when I'm having conversations, streaming, all types of shit. And when she said to me, I see you over there chatting for K. And I said, okay, I see you over there chatting for Easy. You chat for yours, I'm going to chat for mine. Now, I'm a big advocate of Big K, and now that Big K is booked on Chrome 23, I think Ill Will is next. Rem, we need Ill Will on Chrome 23. I'm a huge advocate of Big K being on Chrome 23. Probably one of the biggest supporters of it, if not the damn near. But I don't know. Part of me, I ain't trust Remy with this fucking booking. Because if it wasn't K and Easy, I was like, hold on. You're trying to throw one of the craftiest. Jazz is the most all-around female battle rapper. Who are we kidding? Jazz is amongst the leading contenders for Wody, for the female champion battle of the year. She is. And she's tricky. Like Jazz on her A game, because she can do everything, very, very tricky. Now, K can beat anybody. K is one of the best battle rappers in the world. He is leading the forefront right now. He has some niggas is right there with him, though. He is leading champion of the year, but Geechee is right there. Easy's still right there. Like, you go ahead and slip and then let me win my shit coming up versus John. Go ahead. Easy's right there. Even Twerk. Twerk is like, hello, are y'all paying attention? Twerk too. So when I looked at this matchup, for a second, I didn't really trust Remy. I was like, yo, hold on. Why you don't give him, like, what the and maybe that is set up. Big K and Easy. Maybe it is. But I don't know. And I don't want to come off like Big K can't get in there and wipe the floor with Jazz, but Jazz could win this fucking battle clearly too. Here's the scary thing for Big K. It's keeping 1,000. I'm a Big K champion of the year advocate. Big K, when you put him in front of A-Ward, it's that and the A-Ward and Verb is arguably the two top grudge matches of this year. You put K in a grudge match, he's got so much ammo. If you piss him off or if you have a storyline with him, he's got so much to say. Like Big K versus Goods, it's going to be nasty because they got a lot of shit to say to each other. And I'm not saying that the battle is locked in. But Big K and Goods is going to be nasty. Big K and A-Ward. You see Big K's first round. It's I still think that's the round of the year. Big K's first round versus A-Ward. It's the round of the year. Right? Close my eyes and hit something. It don't make no fucking sense. This motherfucker was getting crowd reactions off of bringing it back to the same punch and repeating his same bars. Big K versus Mook. There's a lot of shit to say to Mook. It's a lot out there that you could pull from creatively to say to Mook. I mean, Rex. There's a lot to pull from creatively to say to Rex. Sharon, you know what I'm saying? And K is creative, but I think he has to get that much more creative to find impactful things to say to Jazz. Now, on the flip side, though, is there a ton of shit for Jazz to say about Big K? That's where the creativity comes in. But Jazz is one of the most creative I don't trust Rem with this battle, with this matchup. But Big K is Big K, and I trust Big K. Jazz, I'm not shooting at you. I am rooting for Big K. No disrespect, Jazz. I fuck with Jazz so heavy. I fuck with Jazz. But you have the arguable champion of the year for the guys as well as for the ladies going toe to toe. And this is an important matchup. Um K, you can't lose this clearly if you want to be champion of the year. I think if K wins this battle clearly and he's facing one of the most dangerous people of 2023, arguably the female battler of the year, and I think it's a main event. Yeah, this is a defining moment to close out the year. So the moment both of these people sign that dotted line, they know the stakes. All three of them, Remy, K, and Jazz. And because Remy knows, that's why I don't fucking trust her. So shout out to that fucking matchup. Is crazy. Charlie Clips versus C3. Woo! So Clips might have a battle that's about to drop within the next week or so. He might. And he's going to continue to remind people that only live in the moment how dangerous he fucking is. It's going to drop on RBE. Fuck it. All right. I'll put it out there. It's a full circle battle. Okay. Fuck it. I'll put it out there. This fucking guy always finds a way to be the most talked about person from the matchup. I was just telling, shout out to Raw. I think Raw is in the chat. I was just saying that to Raw on the phone the other day. People could argue, yo, Raw got the first, might have took the second. I don't debate those rounds if you want, but then you get the Clips' third round. It's the same thing I said when I recapped Geechee versus Easy. I said, regardless of how you call the first two rounds, that third is an eraser moment. It happens. Sway versus Danny, eraser. Lux versus Calico. If you give Calico the first two rounds and then Lux choking her, the third round is an eraser. It happens. It happens. You know what I'm saying? And Clips finds ways to do that shit. He finds ways to do that shit. And he is top three most clever people in battle rap history. Could be number one. You know what I'm saying? He has all the elements. He's a showman. He's been on his shit as of, closing out this year. So shout out to Clips. C3 won their tournament, right? Chrome tournament, right? C3 is always going to be dangerous. One of the best pens in female battle rap history. Has one of the best battles of all time. Not just in female, but official versus C3 will go down as one of the best battles of all time. You got to always put respect on C3's name. Woo! I'm gonna go Clips 2-1 only because of what he did the other day. But C3, I'll fuck with you. Another good one. Another good one. Coffee versus Couture. This is where the card gets interesting to me. Well, it's been interesting, but it takes another element of interest to me because Coffee has another battle on another league that I think is the week after. And I think she's the main event to that one. So this one, Coffee's in the middle of the card. This Remy really, that's some cancel Christmas shit right there. That's some cancel Christmas shit. Let me tell you something about Rem. Just my opinion. It's my opinion. She could disagree. Anybody out there watching could disagree. My opinion about Remy. I think Remy is a fucking sweetheart if you're genuine. I think Remy doesn't want to step on anybody's toes if you're genuine. I think Remy really respects the culture and respects her peers and everybody around her if you're genuine. Rem's the type of person to call league owners and tap in about shit that she doesn't have to tap in about. Real shit. Real shit. And whatever battle was booked first, I don't know. I really don't care. But this one actually becomes more important because, first of all, it happens first. And it's the return of Couture. It becomes more important than the main event on that other card that's happening the week after. Cancel Christmas type vibes and energy. So somebody over there must have had some energy. This is my opinion. Or must have been sometimes you reap what you sow. This becomes a more important battle on this card. It really it really hurts people even wanting to see the other card that has coffee as the main event in the time proximity. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Like, I don't want to see coffee twice. I want to see coffee on this one versus the return of Couture. I don't want to see the other one anymore. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. That is a cancel Christmas matchup right there. Once again, theming to me, my opinion. QB versus E Hart. Um, big, big. This is like, I only pull on RBE examples because I know RBE like the back of my hand. So as I think, it's just to make points. Y'all know me. I pull on examples. This is like, to me, when we're announcing Max Out, and it's like, all right, they announced Hitman versus fucking Ill Will. Oh shit, they announced Averb versus A Ward. Whoa, that grudge match is locked. They announced Young Ill's return versus Big K. What the fuck is going on? They got to be done. Wait. Calico versus Goods too? That's what I feel, because the thing about a league owner, like, sometimes when it comes to a flyer or the placements of battles, we just try to line it up as best as possible. Sometimes even the battles be getting mad at us. Oh, I'm at the bottom of the flyer. Sometimes we be trying to be like, yo, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes based on how it was booked or the timing or whatever, you just gotta put a fucking flyer out sometimes and just bite the bullet on whoever's mad at you. But this is one of those matchups. It's like, all right, I already got this, and this. And then I get to the fourth announcement, and it's QB and E Hart. Keep it 1,000, as always. I've wanted E Hart and QB on RBE for about 3 years. Couldn't make it happen, or never made it happen. That's the beautiful thing about multiple platforms. This person can make it happen. This person can't. This person got the money. This person don't. This person got the momentum. That person don't. This person does good business. This person, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And here's another insider piece of info for y'all. Somebody within this matchup possibly was asked to be on the other card as well and got that call. If the people involved with one of those calls move funny and isn't respected by the artist, that becomes one of the deciding factors. B, if one of the people involved in that call don't got it like that, because some of these league owners, when they hate, they'll be like, oh, anybody could do that when you got the bread. Well, money does make the world go round, doesn't it? Clowns, clown, singular, as a matter of fact, right? If you can't afford it, then get the fuck out the street. If you can't afford it, get the fuck out the way. Can't afford it, then shut the fuck up. You don't got it. Just say that instead of hating on the people that do got it. It would be just like a sucker to hate on the person that got the money because you don't. You couldn't afford the person. Well, Rem makes that call. What you need? Well, let's negotiate. Bow's like, I'm cool with that. Dealing with somebody that has a reputation of doing good business, somebody that's never played no funny shit with me, and somebody that can afford me. So guess where I'm at? And there's nothing wrong with that. And that can go for any platform. That's how that went. Just a little insider for y'all. It's a little insider for y'all. But QB versus E Hart is a battle that had to happen. These are two female legends. This is a matchup that had to happen. If battle rap shuts down a year from now, there's certain matchups that we feel had to happen. E Hart and QB is one of them. QB might have something that pops up even before this event as well that puts her in a good light, shows you what she's on, even though she's been active lately and outside lately, but she might have something else that even drops. Full circle shit. We having fun, man. A shout out to everybody that's doing their thing, man. It's dope. And then Taz versus Shice Raw should be a good one. I'm not really that familiar with Taz yet, but I will be when I order this stream. And I'm with Shice. You know what I'm saying? So that should be a goodie. But this is an amazing card. The theme the meaning behind it, the impact, the no fear factor. That's what it takes to be a successful platform. Um, hello, you're looking at it, right? You have to be able to say, what? I don't care what's out there. You know how many people shout out to my nigga 40 Cal. I'm gonna throw you under the bus. 40 Cal's return to battle rap. It was a big announcement versus Ill Will. Remember when we had that card the same weekend as Genesis, Twerk versus Geechee, the two new era kings on URL, on the debut of Caffeine that was promoted by Drake. Everybody looked at RBE and said, "You're done. Get out of here. Go home." That was the same event that had Big K versus Adi Boom, right? And even 40 Cal at one point hit me up. He was just like, "You sure you don't want to reschedule? Maybe do a different weekend?" He's the main event, and he's this guy that's making his return to battle rap. Nobody knows what that's going to look like, and there's some excitement around that. We sent him and Ill Will, the champion, to do a face-off and all types of shit. He called me. He's like, "You sure you don't want to possibly move this shit to another weekend?" Asked 40 Cal what I told him on that phone. I said, "Fuck no." I said, "Nobody take my lunch milk at the table. Nobody." No, I mean, you could if you beat me up and you happen to pummel me out and then you walk away with it after that, then you earned it. You got it. I could lose a fight just like the next man. But nobody walks up on ARP and says, "Yo, give me your lunch money." And I just say, "Okay, here," and hand it to you. Nobody. It never happened in my life and it never will. Ever. Ever. It's not about being tough. It's just about standing on shit and being a man and knowing that I could lose. But the same way I could lose, I could win. Because you can't have that fear factor of standing up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you got your work out there, your product, you can't say, "Oh, this platform has been around longer. This platform got this or that platform got that or whatever." You have to be willing to jump out there and say, "This is what I'm doing. I do what I want," or cancel Christmas. Or I'll go first. I'll go last. I don't care. I got confidence in what I'm doing. I got the money to back my moves. I got the battlers that I'm doing good business with back in my play. You know what I'm saying? I do good business. I got the respect of the media and the bloggers and the fans. I'm outside. I'm outside. Somebody else could do more views or more sales or more promotion or have a bigger main event than mine. I don't care. I'm outside. It's David and Goliath type of shit and mentality. And you need people like that in battle rap. So shout out to Rem and shout out to this cancel Christmas whole theme event and the matchups. And I think the way that she jumped out there, it overshadowed some stuff. It really did. You know what I mean? And like I said, I think Remy's a person where she's extremely, extremely genuine and respectful to people that move a certain way. And if you don't move away around her, she's gonna say "fuck you" too. And I'm not saying this is her sentiment. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. So anyway, just a little bit of cancel Christmas vibes and energy for y'all. The reason why I put "Should Diddy and Remy cancel Christmas" in the title now. Let me get into a little bit of sorry it's true. Matter of fact, I apologize. I apologize to anybody that takes me laughing the wrong way. Somebody will be like, "Oh, he laughing because of the allegations of what was that lawsuit was about from Cassie and all that type of shit." No, it's not what I'm laughing about. It's not what I'm laughing about, y'all. What I'm laughing about is when I say cancel Christmas, right, for Diddy, it's almost like the OJ thought of like, you just need to sit the fuck down sometimes and you do things to yourself. I'm a big proponent of where there's smoke, there's fire. You're not going to tell me that these people have done this or done that. And there's been talks of it from all these different people and, you know what I'm saying, in different areas for years, and none of it's true. The same thing goes for Diddy. I think a lot of us fuck with Diddy. I fuck with Diddy. If Diddy's one of those butterfly effect people, right? You could correlate it in battle rap. I said this about Norbs recently in a live. I said, if you take Norbs out of battle rap, the butterfly effect of battle rap's history and timeline, it's weird. It changes a lot. You don't know who's on, what happens, what events happen, what don't. It's a lot that changes. I think there's a good amount of people that create big butterfly effects in battle rap because of the type of work that they put in, the way they carried their shit, the stuff that they delivered. If you go to the huge world of hip hop now and even pop, because he has shit that's crossed over into pop, you remove Diddy, hip hop is nowhere near the same. Like, just think about the bad boy era. The bad boy era. Think about the guy named Notorious B.I.G. Think about the 112s and the Faith Evans and the all this shit, the Black Rob. Remember how big Woe was? And you know, it's just like all of this shit that has come through Diddy and his label or his hands being involved or even his own albums and his own songs, whether he wrote them or not. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole mogul out here. But the guy's reputation over the years, and that's what happens. When you get in trouble and when you do some shit, people they on his heels right now. It's the wave of all the occurrences and the shit that lines up with it that people start to revert back to. And in the social media world, people do that to you. They'll go back and they'll go to an interview from 7 years ago and they'll say, "Oh, you see what he said this?" Like I see the shit now coming out and going viral again. When he's sitting there with his arm around Usher and Kevin Hart is on the mic, and he's like, "Yeah, because you know, when me and Usher woke up in the morning, and, oh my, I didn't mean to say that, but we used to race to the Frosted Flakes, and this is my brother when we used to in the same bed." Uh, and Kevin Hart's like, "What the fuck is Diddy talking about?" He couldn't hold it. He was like, "I'm not involved in what he's saying. I'm not co-signing what he's saying right now. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about right now." You see shit like that come out. You see the conspiracy theory shit come out with like Al B. Shaw and Heavy D and all this type of stuff. You see that type of stuff start to come out. 50 Cent has been talking about this man for years. Now I know you gotta take 50 Cent sometimes with a grain of salt because when he don't fuck with you, he gonna attack you no matter what. But 50 Cent is a credible person. When has 50 Cent not been credible? He's credible. Does everything he said is everything he's saying true or 100% accurate all the times? I'm not saying that at all. But he's credible. That whole take him shopping shit and whatnot, the way 50 Cent said that shit, he's almost the fuck away from like, the fuck you mean you want to take me shopping? A grown ass man asked me to take me shopping. And I seen an interview when Diddy responded to that years ago. He's like, "I thought he needed some clothes." That was a funny response. That was a good response. But how that interaction initially happened is, I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And not just Diddy's sexuality, but his hands in dirt. And you're gonna have a lot of people out there, whether they are Illuminati people, whether they are conspiracy people or not, they're gonna say what they believe is you can't get to a certain level without doing a certain amount of dirt. Whether you believe in sacrifices, whether you believe in selling your soul. I'll get into that for a split second. I'll tell you what my belief of what selling your soul is, right? Let's talk about Jay's lyrics. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. When your sense got that much in common, but you do what makes sense. Since I know what I'm up against, I give back. That's the win-win. You see what I'm saying? Even though what we do is wrong, right? Classics, meaning there. Selling your soul to me is betraying your morals and your principles for forms of success. A form of success isn't always money. Forms of success, it could be notoriety, it could be being around certain people, it could also be a house, a car, it could be $1 million deal, whatever the case may be, right? I think that's what selling your soul is. If I know this verse I rap right here is going to increase the crime rate in all drill scenes in UK and New York and Philly's drill scene and Chicago's drill scene, I know it's going to raise the crime rate. I hate the fact that I know that some kids is going to die behind this shit. But damn, the YouTube views of me. Oh, I'm about to say it. I got to say it. I hope I don't offend anybody. But let's call a spade once again. Rest in peace, FBG Duck.
In the song Dead Bitches, which was a song that he released a couple weeks before he was tragically murdered, he said, "Did Chicago legends?" Shit, that was just about business. Now, he could have been retracting because he got backlash or because people started getting on him talking about like, yo, what you trying to make peace with the ops? You never know, right? But to say that, to say, "Did Chicago legends?" The song where you were shouting out the ops, the other sides, and all that type of shit, and retract that in a song called Dead Bitches. It's no different than all of these guys, the Young and Aces and the Foolios of the world, and all these. Look at the pillowcase rapper out here right now, right? You talk about certain shit, it's gonna be more views. If Little Dirk does some shit right now, talking about, yeah, I'm the one that put the bag on Duck or whatever the case may be, you know how viral, how that YouTube video is gonna make him a big ass bag. These people know that. The media outlets know that too. You go to Adam 22, you go to Vlad, you go to Say Cheese, you go to any Joe Button podcast, any of them. The controversy is always going to make more money, right? And if you're taking a position where I know what I'm doing is fucked up, I know I'm hurting people. I'm not even happy with the fact that I'm hurting people, but I'm going to exchange all those damn, it's foul, for this check or for this gain. That is my definition of selling your soul. That's my personal definition of selling your soul. So back to Diddy. Some people will say you can't get to the level of being a mogul or that level of success in the room with those type of people, that much power, that much money, that much visibility, and not have your hands getting dirty. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're on some Illuminati shit or whether you're just like, oh, you fucked people over on your way up, because in business, people's always going to try to fuck each other over. You know what I'm saying? You can look at fucking the Death Row and Bad Boy shit. Some of that was just music competition at first, just competitive nature within the music in the industry. Like, you're big, I'm big. I don't believe both of us could both be big at the same time. Yep, RBE URL type shit, right? It's corny. It's a lot. Sometimes it's cowardly. Sometimes it's insecure. But that's the nature and that's the ways of the world. And these pockets of competition where people have similar things, similar product. You rap, I rap. You have a group. I have a group. You have this big guy named Notorious Big. I have this big guy named Tupac. We just clashing just regardless. And even if we're not doing it, the fans and the media is doing it. We're gonna feed into it eventually anyway. And Diddy just got so much dirt on his fucking hands, B. It's just impossible. It's impossible to say where it's not a case where there's smoke, there's fire. It's impossible for both allegations of the shit that you have done to people as well as the sexuality shit. Now, the sexuality claims or whatever, for me, it's never a problem what your preference is. Everybody in this chat probably knows somebody that is of an opposite sexuality from what they are. You having a different sexual preference than I do does not make me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, of me just knowing like you're what you are and I'm fucking heterosexual. I'm not uncomfortable because you're something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I'm not. I think, generally speaking, I think what people over the years have always had an issue with is when they feel like people are deceiving them. I think that's always been, I guess, that middle area where people have or take issue, right? I'm not speaking on me. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm speaking on what I see generally in the world. People are not comfortable with being deceived. I had a dude named Corey. Fuck, I'm say his name. And shout out to my man Matt, and Reese that know who I'm talking about. Staten Island shit. It was like a gym click. My man Reese, my man Matt, my man Alex, my man Corey, and me. Right, these five guys for a period. We will always hit LA Fitness around the same time in Staten Island. Right, guy Corey is a fucking. It was a tank, a short tank. Came across very alpha. I done been to clubs with him before. You know what I'm saying? The fellas go out together. He was there. I remember we was in Mars 2112. If anybody really knows New York like that, I don't even know if Mars 2112 is still going. We was in Mars 2112. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there. Matter of fact, I think I brought a lady with me that night. But he had a lady, he was grabbing ladies in there all night. Fellas doing what fellas do. This is what I was seeing for me being around this guy for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? I used to always do the fight nights in my crib. For those that really know me from Staten Island, is on my Facebook, and you can see those private albums. You see all my fight night parties and whatnot. Everybody know, go to AR crib for the fight. You know what I'm saying? Used to have like 30, 40 people in my house sometimes for some of them nights. Corey there, he got an invite because we was cool like that. Corey there, club with him, gym, whatever. Yo, tell you a bugged out story. We in the gym, right? We in the lockers, get ready to go hit the gym floor and all that and work out. This guy walks up to Corey, right? And he's got the voice of somebody who's of a homosexual preference. Like he's talking very, very feminine. And he walks up to him. He's like, Corey, where you? I can't do it, please. Corey, where you been? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just standing there. Right? And Corey looked flustered. If he was white, he would have turned red. He was black. He was flustered. And this guy walks up, where you been? And he says the name of some spot. Never heard of it. It must be like a spot where people of a certain preference hang out a lot. I don't remember the name of it. But I haven't seen you at blah, 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 blah in a while. And nigga Corey's just standing there the whole time like, yeah. It looks like he's trying to end the conversation and get him away from because I'm there. I swear to God on everything. True story. I swear on my life. I swear on everything I love. Right? I don't make no shit up on no man. That's why I said his name. I would never lie on no man. So I'm just standing there. I'm just listening. It's like right next to me, right there in the lockers. And he's just like, yeah, so, and I ain't see blah, blah. You got to come here. You ain't come this Friday, blah, blah, blah. And then Corey is so flustered just with the whole, like, yeah. I'll see you later. Like, he's trying to get him out. I'll see you later. And, all right, bye. And then he walks off. Yo, I swear to God, the moment was so awkward. Y'all tell me if I handled this right or the way that y'all, I shouldn't say right or wrong. Once again, I don't want to get in trouble. If y'all handled this the way that, if y'all would have handled the way I handled it. I act like nothing happened. Dude walked away. Corey turned back to me. I was just like, all right, you training today, right? Because I see y'all on the floor. Because I didn't want to offend him. I didn't want to make him feel more uncomfortable. I swear on everything. We never spoke again after that. And I didn't do him greasy or nothing like that on some old like, oh, nah. I think because he was trying to present a different type of person or sexuality when that happened. And then because we had a lot of associates, you know what I'm saying, in common too, he just totally removed himself from all of us and disappeared. Yo, Reese, yo, Matt, you heard from Corey? Because I seen this in last time I seen it in the gym and something weird happened, whatever. I shouldn't say weird, I take that back. Something happened, blah, 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 blah. I haven't seen him here since. I'm about, yo, I ain't see him here from neither. He switched gyms, didn't talk to nobody. He just totally ran and hid from everybody. And that's what I mean about, I feel like the only people that be feeling away sometimes, especially in a world like this where nobody at this point should really feel a way about people's differences. Like the 2023, come on, like you still on that, whether you black, you white, you Asian, you Hispanic, whether you homosexual, heterosexual, transsexual, whether you tall, short, nobody should care about each other's differences, especially in 2023. Like, come on. It be the deceit that really, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine like people get at like the white guy that acts black that didn't grow up like that, or the black guy that acts white that didn't grow up like that, or people just like, yo, why you moving like that? It be the deceit that people's not comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? And that would be the thing for Diddy. I do this all the time with y'all when we rock out. Like I spin into like 5 different examples and topics for the bigger shit. That be the thing for Diddy. It's like, yo, where there's smoke, there's fire. Everybody's been saying this shit for so fucking long. You out here parading around with the Jennifer Lopez's and the Cassies or whatever. It just, and then when people find out people that look up to you, or people that are a big fan of you, or people that love you or follow you or support you. And it doesn't have to just be your sexuality. It could be anything. It could be R. Kelly. I'm like, yo, man, we love you and support you, and you are the GOAT of R&B. And then we find out you don't have to do this with women. You could walk outside and come back home with 30 women 7 days a week. Why the fuck are you getting convicted or charged over some teenagers? Over, you know what I'm saying? It's not what we see. It's not what we know over these years. There's a perception of me. Ask the battlers, ask the league owners. For 10 years, they've been saying ARP has the best business. He is professional. He's this, he's that. Am I perfect? No, but you never hear nobody talking about our business. Never hear nobody talking about we owe them some money and no shit like that. Imagine all of a sudden you hear about me. 10 battlers come out in 2024. 10 different battlers come out with from different events and from different scenarios, talking about like, yeah, I was supposed to get this and he only sent me this. So yo, it would be crazy, right? But like, yo, how the fuck this perception of this guy that got all this good business, all of a sudden we find out he's robbed 10 different battlers allegedly. You see what I'm saying? That's what fucks people up. That's what fucks people up. And that's what it is about Diddy. And me, I don't do the naive thing. I said, how many times do I say 10, 20, 30, 100 coincidences ain't a coincidence? I say that on this channel all the fucking time. I'm not judging Diddy, but I'm not playing naive to the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Diddy a 100 guy in multiple respects, as far as who he presents, maybe how he carries himself, or maybe some of the things he's done to certain people. All those allegations with Cassie 100, I don't know. But it's like when you continue to just write things off and say, well, you know, he didn't get found guilty, or nah, I don't believe this, or when you continue to give an excuse for somebody, you are the naivest person in the room. You're the person that can be told that you could be sold the sand at the beach. You're that person. You know what I'm saying? You're the woman that could come home, catch the black eye, the man sit down and tell you how sorry he is, and we did that because they had boom, boom, and really make you believe that it's justified for him punching you in your fucking face. And then you continue on, and then it happens again. You continue on, and it happens. That's one thing I'm not a fan of neither. I'm not a fan of hanging around for the bullshit and then be upset when the bullshit happens to you. It's just, I'm not a naive person, and I'm not gonna just sit there and just be like, oh nah, it's not, when for fucking 20 years it's like all these is coming about. It is. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got Diddy up here in this title and it says Diddy Cancel Christmas, all I'm saying is sit down. That's what I mean by him in the fucking title. Don't settle your suit with Cassidy and start Cassie. Did I say Cassidy? With Cassie, and start posting videos of you dancing and parading around. That's what I mean. People need to show humility. When you score a touchdown, act like you've been in the end zone before. I steal that from Joe Budden all the time. Sit the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to know what? If you ended up really going to trial and going through all the motions with Cassie, she might have dragged a ton of shit out about Diddy that could fuck up all his business and put all his shit on the table and that type of shit. It doesn't even have to be about the allegations. Maybe just all the shit that could come out made him say, settle this shit, sell it quick and get the fuck away from me. But the moment it's settled, you parading around the video and all of that, and everybody's, me, I don't think that's cool. I think you need to sit the fuck down. If you come real close to the fire and somehow neither one of your feet get burned, get the fuck away from this shit. Go sit down where it's nice and cool for a second. Chill out. Let the shit blow over. Let other news come about. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it with people. I don't get it with people. People do not show they don't know how to show humility. They don't know how to take their wins gracefully, if you even want to consider that a win. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if you want to consider that a win. Could look at Cassie a certain way too. Like, with this man, how fucking long? All of a sudden we talking about these type of allegations. Some gray area there possibly, but at the same time, I'm not going to say that some of that stuff didn't happen to you. Who am I? I ain't in y'all relationship. Y'all both crazy in that situation. Y'all both got faults in that shit. What else is new? But Diddy, go cancel Christmas and just sit the fuck down. Jesus Christ. All right. I'm still in sorry it's true mode, y'all. Before I get up out of here, did y'all see the Quando Rondo documentary? It's I guess one of the newest, if not the newest, Trap Lil Ross video. Let me tell y'all something about Trap Lil Ross real quick. I love his content. I love his documentaries. He might be the most thorough documentary maker as far as his presentation for hip hop scenarios and hip hop people that I've ever seen. Like his shit on King Von, his shit of the murder of FBG Duck. Um, he's got some amazing content on his shit. It looks like his videos could take months to put together, to do the research, grab the video footage, speak to certain people, grab the tweets, write his actual script. Because same thing with 1090 Jake, 1090 the 1090 Jakes of the world and the Trap Lil Rosses of the world. They script what they're gonna say. They script out their narration, which is dope. And then they say it like they sit here and they just like in movies, like you got fucking Eddie Murphy sitting there reading his script for the Donkey and Shrek, right? It's the same thing, concept wise, right? And content of it turns out to be top quality and very, very top notch. And even to write out that much narration, those videos that he puts together are amazing, are amazing. And it's hard to argue against him because he comes with so much pieces of evidence to back up his own opinions and his own angles, right? And I saw the recent one with Quando Rondo and Lil Tim and all that. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's just so sad to see that so many of these young guys are ending up in some of these wars and all this type of shit over sometimes what's nothing. This ain't a new story. You go hood to hood and hear the same shit. Or when it comes to the King Von and Quando Rondo and young boy and all that type of shit, this is not a new story. We're all pretty much in the loop of this shit. But that new documentary, man, once again, self snitching, don't expect it to go anywhere. Self snitching. It's not going anywhere. From the lyrics to the videos to the tweets. Um, it's funny too because snitching, people want to go to hell and back, talking down on you and putting smut on your name as they should for snitching on other people. I actually think snitching on yourself is just as bad. I'm not saying worse. I think it's just as bad, right? Because I think it's reckless and I think it's so stupid that if you're trying not to snitch on somebody else and you get somebody else jammed up because you snitch on yourself, right? You're a different level of reckless and stupidity. It should be looked at just as bad because once again, some of these people have codes. Me snitching on myself, like the old block 5 or old block 6, right? When you got these people that have said shit in certain songs or fucking uh what's his name that had the duck flash sneakers on and shit, Gucci sneakers on, or whether it's Boss Top doing an interview or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like it should be interpreted the same way. And the breakdown of some of Quando Rondo's tweets and lyrics and all that type of shit. This is the life that some of y'all are choosing, man. It's a great documentary. That Trap Lil Ross shit. Go check that out. It's a great documentary. He hits every fucking time, man. It's that Snoop shit. Like, this motherfucker don't miss. You know what I'm saying? Trap Lil Ross. But I will say this about Trap Lil Ross. You're not fooling me, Trap Lil. I say that about his actual genuine nature towards these communities and these people tearing each other down and killing each other. He says a lot in his documentaries about, this is sad. Like, let's say Mama Duck, FBG Duck's mother have to go through the loss of 2 children, Brick and then Duck later on, and then shit like these communities not having, the proper resources to get ahead. And he says things that sound like very, very supportive and very, very understanding of the plight of some of these communities. and some of these people and the lives that are being lost. But I don't forget the old Trap Lord Ross. That's the thing about history. It doesn't go anywhere. Sometimes it's there for research and it's there to be pulled back up. It's the thing about history. That's why I reference the past a lot on shit. I remember some of the early Trap Lord Ross videos. He was making a mockery of these people and these lifestyles. And he has the right to do that from his own perspective and his own morals and principles and his lifestyle. He might look at some of these motherfuckers in these inner cities shooting and killing each other and be like, you guys are idiots. You guys are stupid. You guys are clowns. You guys will never get ahead. You guys are killing your generation and the ones after you. He has the right to feel that way. He does. But his early videos depicted that. He would be doing the videos with like a gang bandana on, and he would be joking and clowning. He would be doing the freestyle rap songs to like clown and shit. I don't forget it. I don't forget it. I just think his channel got so big, his content got so big, right? That and the money got so big that the backlash that can come with that, people wanting that content taken down, people revolting against your channel, that type of shit. You're starting to get that type of success, that type of money. His channel makes a shit load of money, a lot of money. You can't come with these early on little, oh, I might only do 50,000 view angles of you clowning the niggas for killing each other. He stopped that shit. He stopped that shit as his channel grew. But that I think was the real you. I think that was the real you. I think you was just smart enough to morph the person that you was presenting to fit the success that your channel was having. So he ain't pulling that shit on me. I love his content. I'm a fan of his content. I don't trust him though as a person. Just personal. What else do I want to say real quick before I get out here? Yo, Bones Brigante, my nigga. My guy Bones Brigante, man. I'm gonna be talking to you a lot more. I don't know. Is she in the chat? And I'm gonna get to all my supers too, y'all. I'm gonna get to all the supers. Is Coco Monroe in the chat? Has she been in here today? I don't know. I'm scrolling a little bit. Coco Monroe. I did a live recently, and I was talking about some colognes and all that. I copped a couple Creeds, and I was DMing with Coco Monroe, and she told me, because I asked on the channel, I said, "Ladies, tell me what some of y'all favorites are." I ask women's opinion when it comes to scents and colognes. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And she said this is one of her favorites on a man, Spice Bomb. So I feel like there are some similarities in this fragrance with like a Fahrenheit and a half Fahrenheit, but it smells real good. So Coco Monroe, in case you thought I was bullshit, in case y'all think when I be on the channel and I'm like, yo, give me y'all advice, ladies. Nah, I pay attention to the ladies, and then I jumped right on fucking Amazon and ordered me a bottle. I haven't wore it yet. I did smell it. Smells great. I haven't wore it yet. But Bones Brigante, I'm gonna hunt down one that I saw on your Instagram recently too. So the Sean Paul Gaultier, and I see when Bones was reviewing this shit on his page, he said it's the most pause-worthy bottle in his collection. All right, so for all the immature people, I'm gonna get that out there too. All right, he says pause for him even holding it. Right, whatever. But I was going down Bones Brigante's page Instagram the other day because he's probably the person into colognes the most that I know. And he fucks with this one. This is one of my favorites too. But he put a gold bottle up. Same brand, Jean Paul Gaultier, and bottle's the same, but the bottle is gold. And he said the gold one is the big brother to this. That shit was just like, really? This was one of my favorites for like the last 20 years. So if you saying that gold bottle is the big brother to this, all right, I gotta grab that. But yeah, shout out to Coco Monroe. I listen to the ladies. Don't think that I don't. You know what I'm saying I do. One last thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about the power of proximity once again. Let's end this off with some positive jewels. Oh yeah, and then I'm gonna get to the supers, y'all. Power of proximity. I love to reiterate the point of how important it is to be around certain energies, certain people. You ever hear the saying, "You are what you eat"? We've all heard it before, right? Obviously, when people say that, they're talking about health. You eat a bunch of vegetables your whole life, you'll probably be getting way more nutrients in your body, natural nutrients, than the average person, right? You want to eat fried chicken 7 days a week, it's going to show in your health eventually. You are what you eat. Um, what's a synonym for eat? Consume. But consume doesn't only mean eat. You can consume a show visually, and the pictures and the imagery and the messages in your brain is what you have just consumed. We don't show little children, certain things because we don't want them to consume that type of content or those type of images, those type of messages yet, right? You are what you consume. If you follow me on my Instagram, I had some, and this topic is coming because somebody asked me about this on my IG within the last 4 days, and I read this particular DM. Person asked me, do you own all the homes that you share or any of the homes that you share? Um, First of all, I wouldn't share my home on social media. I believe in a certain level of privacy, right? But if you follow me on IG, I very, very frequently share luxury homes, luxury mansions, a lot of modern homes, a lot of crazy landscaped yards, multi million things. Um, Not only am I into that type of stuff, not only do I live like that, but I believe that what you consume, what you keep around you consistently, will play on the energy that you gravitate towards. The power of proximity is so real, right? You ever buy a car, and then after you buy that car, all of a sudden you start seeing it all over the place? It's because that's where your mind is. You start seeing it now. You pay attention to it now. It's no different than the type of shit that I follow on Instagram. I don't follow that many things, but there are a lot of things that I do pay attention to on my IG that are constantly being consumed as the things I want to be involved in, the energy I want to keep, the type of mentality that I want to stay with, right? I don't believe in ceilings. This could be a $10 million house that I'm sitting in right now. I still want to see what the $20 million house looks like. I don't believe in ceilings. I don't believe in ceilings as far as your grinds or your mentality or what you're moving towards. I don't believe in it, and I keep that shit in front of me. I keep that as what I consume. Even the ads that come across me is because of the type of shit that I consume. When I'm on IG and somebody that's collected my data across social media somehow and put some ads in front of me of a vacation resort or a gym routine or a beautiful 5-star restaurant that I've never been to that happens to be in the city that I'm at, that's because that's the shit that I'm liking on Instagram. Like the things on Instagram that you want to be presented to you. Like if you see a Dave Chappelle concert, like it even if you don't buy it. And then next thing you know, when you're scrolling your Instagram, you'll see the Martin Lawrence concert being sold. You'll see the fucking, what I'm saying, Kevin Hart shit being sold. I do the same thing with houses. I do the same thing with luxury cars. I do the same thing with clothes. I do the same thing with gym routines. I do the same thing with lavish restaurants. I want Instagram to keep putting that type of shit in front of me. I let my mentality be filled and consumed with that type of shit. The power of proximity. And the same thing goes for the people around you. 100%. Birds of a feather absolutely do flock together. People can be responsible for raising each other up as well as they can be for bringing each other down. You know what I'm saying? I got like close friends of mine. They tell me that they're inspired by some of the things that I do. And then there's other people that I've known over the years where I could tell, like, nah, they're not looking for you to move up. They will bring you down, whether it be because of the shit that they're into, the lifestyles that they live, the type of things that they want to be involved in, or because they have that misery need company type of vibe to them, whether they know it or not. And they're not even helping you stay motivated towards the shit that you're shooting for. Tell somebody sometimes, like, yo, you know what? I'm about to open this business. If their reaction is like, why? That's a red flag. I'm about to upgrade another crib. You already live in a fucking $3 million home. Why you want another one? Why you need a bigger crib? Question that person. You know what I'm saying? It's that classic cam line. You know what I'm saying? You ask why, I ask why not. Justify why not. Negativity can justify why not easily. Positivity can't. So yeah, just a quick sorry is true gem of the power of proximity and how it moves through social media and keeping certain things in front of you. So if you follow me, especially the type of shit that I share to my stories, I share a lot of comedic shit to my stories, things that make me laugh. Laughing is healthy, things that keep me in a good mood, but a lot of luxurious shit. That's what I keep in front of me. Vacations, spots, restaurants, locations, lavish locations, mansions, luxury cars. Yeah, that's the shit I keep in front of my eyes, man. Stay motivated and keep that power of proximity strong. You know, if all you consume all day long is a bunch of fuck shit, you'd be surprised how subconsciously strong the mind is and where it actually leads you. Telling you, telling you. All right, what's going on here? Coach Coleon versus Marvelous, December 16th. Brick versus Intake. Oh, yeah. So we put that up earlier. We spoke about that earlier in the stream. That's going down. Glad to see Coach back on the scene. One of my favorites out there. It's one of the best punches that's out there right now, in my opinion. Bash Money all the way December 16th and 17th. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the super, Jenny, or Jeannie, if I pronounce that incorrectly, and UP Entertainment as well. Members as well. M Lang, salute to RBE and ARP for the great year. Quick question: does Ill Will know he needs one more battle for Champion of the Year eligibility? Ill Will is having another RBE battle before the year is over, and it's locked in. There goes another secret for y'all. Appreciate that, super M Lang. So yes, he's having one. So if you believe that Ill Will is also in the Champion of the Year race and he needs that, there you go. RBE shit, it's on the way. My nigga Frozy. Happy holidays, A. Will Fro's jersey number be retired by RBE? Of course. But I'm not doing jersey. It's not about the number, it's probably just about the name. Maybe I'll do some shit like that. Would it be dope? Would y'all fuck with it if I bought like RBE jerseys and gave the RBE niggas their own and I kept one and I maybe hung it up in like a collection room? I have a collection room that has like memorabilia and sneakers and shit. I do have a room that it would look dope in. Jerseys, battle rapper jerseys. I think that would be sick, Froze. Thank you for the idea. Happy holidays to you and yours, G. I'll probably text you tomorrow too. New YouTube members in the building. Shout out to the members. All right, Frozen again. Taking jazz in New York in 2023 is crazy. Yeah, K, get creative, man. Get creative. This is dangerous. I don't trust Remy with this one. Oh shit. Flight TV ENT, not to get you off topic, but when can we see OG Moon back on RBE? I recently seen your straight to it battle. If OVO could move closer to the edge. So I'm definitely down to get Moon back on. The last time we had Moon booked, it was versus Brooklyn Hands. Brooklyn Hands had a personal situation that came about. We didn't get a chance to complete that. So shout out to Brooklyn Hands, but definitely shout out to Moon as well. It would be dope to get Moon back on a joint. I fuck with Moon. And Moon's got some shit on RBE, so I fuck with Moon. Shout out to Moon. Froze is now a member. It took you long enough. Go watch Jag versus Arsenal. Go watch Jag versus Arsenal and then hit me up and tell me if that's something you ready to do for a full circle straight to it battle, Froze. I know you half on your retirement shit I saw on your channel, but you know how it is over here on RBE. You know, we make retirement tough. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk. What is this? Darian says it's back-to-back coffee, got Couture. Which is insane. Yeah. Shout out to Coffee. I think the Couture battle is serious. The return of Couture. Chrome 23 got one. They got one. Frankie 11. If Jazz beat Big K, we need Hitman versus Jazz on RB. I don't want to see no Hitman versus Jazz. I don't want to see that matchup. Would it be a good outcome? I'm sure it would be. It'd definitely be a style clash, but I don't know if I'm spending my money to see Hitman versus Jazz. I think that could happen on a different platform. But I appreciate you, Frankie. AJ says, I hope RBE comes to London. We love RBE out here. I appreciate that, AJ Ra. And shout out to London, man. Yeah, it would be dope. It would be dope. Frozen again with the we want that weekend too, if you remember. See, the thing about Froze, man, is like Froze is inside the RBE brand and circle. He's part of the company. So me and Froze don't just talk about like him being booked for a battle. This motherfucker has the ability to get events placed and shit. How you think that card happened in PA? That was Rosenberg. It was the only time RBE's ever been in PA. He wanted to do something, you know what I'm saying, underneath the RBE umbrella in PA. And he situated a lot of that. And he has that type of power. I said, all right, cool, run. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my nigga Froze. Mr. TX Boy 10, I appreciate you. ARP, keep putting on for the culture, Brody. I appreciate that, homie. Thank you. What do we got here? Scoop says, been rocking since you were just blogging. Big RBE shit. Love what y'all doing over here. Hope our guys get your attention. Shout out to Uncle Nene and EXO and OG Prime. Shout out to Scoop, man. Those guys definitely are making some waves over here. I really appreciate that, homie. Scoot is also now a member. Shout out to all the new members. All the new members, go ahead and run up to the channel right now at the top of the channel, the featured content, and go watch Arsenal versus Jag. It's there. It's available for members right now. Tomorrow it's going to debut for all of our subscribers. Happy Thanksgiving with that. And we might drop a trailer for y'all tomorrow too, like I said. But yeah, Arsenal and Jag is already up there for the members. So shout out to all the members. This is the last one. This is Jizzleman, Genetics. I appreciate the support, homie. We just waiting on Max Out. I ain't tripping off Homecoming or Cancel Christmas. Well, shout out to Cancel Christmas. We spoke about that earlier in the stream. That is an amazing play by Remy. And Homecoming does. I'm not a hater. I'm never gonna get up here and lie or front like some of these clowns. Homecoming has some shit on it. I do want to see the Mook and Twerk. I do want to see the Rex and Chess. I do want to see the Sirius and the Geechee. Those are the three battles I care about on that card, to be honest. I want to see those matchups. So there's some shit there. But I do appreciate the fact that Max Out seems to be very dominant from a delivery standpoint. It is the event of the year. Everybody else could kick rocks if you want to contest. I gotta claim my shit. Let me talk my shit every once in a while. But yeah, Max Out 3 is the event of the year. The Max Out brand is it's one of the strongest series and brands out there from what how the fans have perceived. And putting Max Out, whether it's in Believe Music Hall or the Blue Room, gives us a ton of even more flexibility to what Max Out can deliver. So I appreciate the fact that people are waiting on Max Out. But remember, after we did Max Out 1 and 2 back to back, people thought that Max Out made RBE go broke because we ain't do it for like 2 years. We chilled out. Max Out 3 is our pinnacle event. It's our 10-year anniversary event. It is a perfect event. It is a 10 out of 10 event. It had 3 to 4 certified classics in the eyes of the fans. That doesn't happen from one card. It had a very significant and legacy-based main event. It had arguably the grudge match of the year. It just had so much. The commentary that we did for the first time with Raw and Butterfly and Showtime, and the stream was perfect, and it was in the Blue Room, which is the biggest or the most attractive battle setting for 2023. And once again, saying it coming at the 10-year anniversary of RBE, I damn near don't want to touch Max Out for a second, because that becomes a pinnacle. That's why I said that event is going to age as a top 5, possible top 3, possible top whatever event of all time. That's the way I feel about Max Out 3. So I'm glad that everybody's looking forward to Max Out again, but might have to let that cool down. I don't know. Shout out to Froze again. You got to pull up the Super Team Terry gift. Super Stream Terry gift? Tier gift? Did you mean tier gift? That might be what he. I'll politic with you about that. Maybe Froze is giving me some advice about adding something to my streams. If so, I'm a politic with you about that because Froze probably knows more about streaming than I do right now. You know what I'm saying? I see what Froze is doing too. Nigga Froze, everybody knows I really make sure that I get to all the super chats. Last time I was in Froze's fucking stream, I probably dropped him like $400 worth of super chats, like a whole bunch of $100 joints or something like that. I said he's nickeling me down. He tried to nickel down the block. Try to nickel down the block instead of come over here with the keys and the pounds, man. Try to nickel down the block. $2 here, $5 here, $10 here, $20. I see what you're trying to do. Trying to get 20 fucking dime bags in instead of dropping the P off. All right. I'm not a drug dealer, y'all. I'm just talking dumb shit with Froze. I appreciate y'all. I will not be live tomorrow, but we will be dropping that Arsenal and Jag, like I said. And we may even drop a trailer as well for the next Straight to It full circle release. So keep your eyes on the channel tomorrow, even from the morning, because you know how we do for the holidays. We get stuff out there early for y'all to start enjoying your holiday. But yeah, hope we have fun this live. We dropped some jewels. We talked about some fun stuff. We did some battle rap and we gave y'all some RBE updates. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking out. Thank y'all everybody for supporting. I'll be in the loop in a few. I'm out of here.